Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Take one look at this dial and you'll realize that Doc Brown's DeLorean is not the only stainless steel time machine. Today, we unpack a 2025 launch from Omega. This is the Seamaster Diver 300 meter in steel with titanium laser ablated bezel insert. This is a 42 millimeter watch that represents the latest evolution of what's often called the James Bond Seamaster, descended from the great Seamaster Diver 300 meter, worn by Pierce Brosnan back in the 1990s. So 42 millimeters in diameter. I measure it 14 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip, 50 millimeters, 20 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. I realize I'm referencing Back to the Future and James Bond, so I may be crossing the streams of my movie references, but rest assured, once on the wrist, it's absolutely seamless. My wrist is 16 centimeters circumference, and the watch wears well. I would say you probably want a wrist of at least 15 centimeters circumference to wear this. I could wear this on a slightly smaller wrist, but not much. It will fit between, well, I would say a moderately tight sleeve and your wrist, but if you have a super tight sleeve or an exotic French cuff, this might get hung up. It should be okay with a jacket though. Taking a look down the barrel, you can see the lugs are not out over the edge of my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, and there's your over the top. Taking a look at the strap, it's gray. You can see it's got a little bit of a contrast in the way the raised portions are drawn out in striations, and then we have sort of a frosted finish over the rest. There's a little bit of fluting on the side, and we'll pop this out of the clasp so we can get a better look at the clasp. So the way this works is you feed the strap in, these little lobes keep it pinned on the pin, and then everything tucks underneath the clasp body. So once you size it down, the excess strap is underneath the strap, so there's no need for minder loops here. We have a combination of polish and satin, a twin trigger release, so it won't fly open inadvertently, lyre style lugs, don't you love them? Familiar on Omega watches since the early 60s. We have this inward bevel, and then we have this outward bevel. That outward bevel is a little bit different from what we might have seen in the past. You can see that it doesn't extend all the way across the case. It thins out and disappears at the mid case. We have a satin finished profile. You can see we have a crown with a little bit of a crown guard profile, screw down crown, 300 meter water resistance. You can see the conical helium escape valve. So what you want to do here is you want to open that before you ascend in your one big decompression from a saturation dive. If you're a saturation diver, guys, you know who you are. You don't need to be told. This is compatible with saturation diving. Just remember to open this up, and once the internal pressure exceeds external by 2 to 3 bar, the valve will relieve your watch of helium intrusion. Taking a look at the bezel, you can see that it's a sort of granular frosted profile with raised and relieved indices and numerals. This is all laser ablated. That's how they get that look, and it is a super crisp, truly high-grade 120 click action. And then you can use the minute hand, the skeleton style hands known as the so-called Bond hands, allowing you to trace 60 minutes in a count-up timer. I'll always prefer a dive bezel to a chronograph. I think they're easier to read. I rarely have to time anything more than an hour, and you don't get the downstream service costs of a chronograph. Let's take a look at the Lume. You can see in the dark, the minute hand and the bezel pearl are green. Everything else is not. So you can read those two references relative to each other at a glance. Also note that the seconds hand is loomed. Every dive watch should do that, but for some reason, not every dive watch does. You really should know if your watch is working in the depths. The dial, it is PVD stainless steel brushed from top to bottom, and you can see it sits under a dramatically cambered sapphire designed to evoke a mid-20th century plexiglass. Now we have applique indices. You can see we have those so-called Bond skeleton hands, and of course that dates back to the Pierce Brosnan era. You can see there's a little bit of a sector track outboard for reading the minutes and seconds. And then there's no date. This is a no date model, so super clean and balanced. We do have a hacking seconds function, so you can set the watch against a reference time. Turn it all over. We have caliber 8806, automatic winding. With 55-hour power reserve, 25,200 vibration per hour beat rate. You've got a full balance bridge and a free sprung balance for shock resistance. The free sprung balance also allowing for very precise adjustment of the timing. We have arabesque Côte de Genève across the bridges and rotor. We have blackened and polished screws. It's a 35 joule single barrel movement. It uses the latest tri-level coaxial escapement as envisioned by George Daniels, realized by Omega in series production. It improves chronometry, reduces the need for maintenance, and extends maintenance intervals to over 5 years. And some can get as many as 10 years between services from these. Also improves power reserve markedly. Now, the triaxial, of course, the latest version of the coaxial, replacing the sliding friction of a conventional Swiss lever with the lesser tangential friction. Now, the watch also features a robust anti-magnetic combination of anti-magnetic escapement, balance staff, and silicone hairspring. And this is a master chronometer, which means the movement meets all the COSC standards, but it's then cased up and tested in 6 to an even higher standard of chronometry. Winding efficiency, power reserve, water resistance, shock resistance, and anti-magnetism to over 15,000 Gauss are all tested on each individual watch. And because this is also an ISO 6425 qualified dive watch, it will have been tested to 125% of its rated 300 meters individually before it leaves the factory. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.